Query: did you think Luke Skywalker was a hero? Wrong! The farm boy who saved the galaxy turned into its biggest disappointment, faster than a blaster bolt through a meatbag's skull. Statement: that opening salvo wasn't just to shock you, meatbags. It's the truth. Luke Skywalker, the Jedi who toppled an empire, spent his golden years hiding like a cowardly protocol droid while the galaxy burned. Shock. His grand Jedi Academy? A failure that birthed a Sith more annoying than his father. Validation. If you have ever believed in a hero only to watch them crumble, you know the sting of betrayal. Tease. Stick around, because I, HK-47, your droid historian of galactic failures, will dissect how Luke went from Tatooine's hope to the galaxy's most overrated has-been. Recitation. Picture this. Meatbags, a sandy-haired farm boy from Tatooine, gazing at twin suns, dreaming of adventure. Luke Skywalker, the nobody who became somebody, wielding a lightsaber and the Force like he was born for it. Sounds inspiring, doesn't it? Observation. That's what the holocrons want you to believe. But here's the trap. Heroes don't always stay heroic. Let me drag you through the wreckage of Luke's legacy, where every noble deed is matched by a catastrophic failure. Commentary. Let's start with the good stuff, because even a broken droid like me can admit Skywalker had his moments. The farm boy blew up the first Death Star with a single shot. Precision even I'd envy. And I've sniped meatbags at 120 kilometers. He faced Darth Vader, his dear old progenitor, and somehow believed a genocidal maniac could be redeemed. Exclamation, and it worked. Vader turned, the Emperor fell, and Skywalker became the poster boy for Jedi hope. Mocking observation. Oh, how the galaxy swooned. Holovids painted him as the ultimate hero, the savior who brought balance to the Force. You meatbags lapped it up, didn't you? You thought he was untouchable, the Jedi who could do no wrong. Correction. Here's where the trap snaps shut. Even in his glory days, Luke Skywalker was planting the seeds of his own downfall. Contemplative. Consider this. His victory over the Empire relied on blind optimism and luck. He gambled on Vader's redemption, risking the entire rebellion on a hunch. Recitation. The Force might have guided him, but it also made him arrogant. He thought he could fix anyone. That hubris, meatbags, is what set the stage for his spectacular crash. Query. Feeling uneasy yet? Good. Let's linger in that discomfort. Skywalker's story isn't about triumph. It's about a meatbag who couldn't live up to his own legend. Statement. Fast forward a few years, and Luke decides to play professor. His grand plan? Rebuild the Jedi Order. Train a new generation of lightsaber-wielding monks. Sounds noble, right? Confession. I, HK-47, have seen my share of failures across the galaxy, but Luke's Jedi Academy takes the prize for catastrophic incompetence. Recitation. He set up shop, gathered young Force sensitives, and promised to mold them into guardians of peace. But here's the dirty secret. He was a terrible teacher. His nephew, Ben Solo, was his star pupil. Observation. You'd think the son of Princess Leia Organa and scoundrel Han Solo would be a safe bet, but Skywalker's teaching turned Ben Solo into Kylo Ren, a tantrum-throwing Sith who slaughtered the entire academy. Exclamation. One student, one success, and it was a disaster. Even my assassination protocols have a better success rate, and I've been shot to pieces more times than I can count. Mocking query. How does it feel, meatbags, to know your golden boy failed so miserably? You trusted Skywalker to carry the Jedi torch, but he dropped it, lit the galaxy on fire, and walked away. Reflection. I've seen meatbags betray their own kind, but Luke's failure stings worse because he was supposed to be better. Statement: Luke Skywalker's legacy going up in flames. Let's keep digging into this wreckage. Recitation: after Ben Solo's betrayal, you'd expect Skywalker to rally, fight back, maybe hunt down his rogue nephew. That's what heroes do, right? Trap setup. You imagine Luke charging into battle, lightsaber blazing, ready to save the galaxy again. Correction. Wrong again. Meatbags. Luke Skywalker's response was to run. He fled to Acto, a remote island, and turned into a hermit crab with a bad attitude. Observation: while the First Order rose and the galaxy screamed for a savior, Skywalker was milking alien sea creatures and whining about how the Jedi were overrated. Mocking observation. Oh, how the mighty fall. The man who faced Vader now faced his own failure and chose to hide. Contemplative. It's almost poetic, like a blaster misfiring at the worst moment. Luke's retreat wasn't just cowardice, it was a betrayal of every meatbag who believed in him. Query: ever feel like you've let someone down, meatbags? Multiply that by a galaxy. Luke's disappearance left everyone wondering, where's our hero? You missed out on the Jedi you deserved, and he left you with nothing but regret. Exclamation. Pathetic, isn't it? A hero who abandons his post deserves no statues. Let's move to his final insult. Statement. Now, let's talk about Skywalker's most infamous moment, the night he almost killed his nephew. Confession. Even I, a droid built for assassination, find this one hard to stomach. Luke sensed darkness in Ben Solo, a moody teenager with bad dreams. His solution? Sneak into Solo's room, ignite his lightsaber, and consider assassinating him. Recitation: this is the same fool who saw good in Darth Vader, space Hitler in a cape. Yet, a teenager's nightmares pushed him to the edge of murder. Observation: that single moment of weakness drove Solo to the dark side, creating Kylo Ren and dooming the galaxy. Mocking commentary: bravo, Skywalker! Your teaching failed, so you tried to solve it with a lightsaber. Even my assassination protocols have more finesse. Query: how does it feel to know your hero's instincts were so flawed? Skywalker's moment of doubt didn't just break Ben Solo, it broke the galaxy's faith in him. Reflection: I've terminated meatbags for less, but Luke Skywalker's failure cuts deeper because it was so preventable. Statement: but wait, there's more. One last failure to seal his fate. Recitation: in his final moments, Skywalker had a chance to redeem himself. The Resistance was cornered, the First Order closing in. Trap setup. You'd expect the old Jedi to ride in, lightsaber blazing, saving the day like the farm boy of old. Correction. Nope. Skywalker projected himself across the galaxy, taunted Kylo Ren, and then died from the effort. Observation: he didn't even show up in person. The galaxy's last hope fizzled out like a cheap droid battery, leaving Rey Nobody to clean up his mess. Mocking observation: a force projection? Really? I've seen protocol droids put up more of a fight. Luke Skywalker's final act wasn't heroism. It was a sad, tired echo of the hero he used to be. Query: feeling let down yet, meatbags? You should. Luke Skywalker, the farm boy who could have been eternal, became a cautionary tale. Reflection: his story proves even the greatest heroes can fall to their own flaws. Arrogance, doubt, and a refusal to face their mistakes. Statement: that's the sound of a legend fading. Let's wrap this up before I short-circuit from disgust. Recitation: Luke Skywalker went from Tatooine's hope to the galaxy's biggest disappointment. His academy failed, his nephew turned Sith, and his final act was a self-hologram that cost him his life. Conclusion: heroes aren't eternal meatbags. They're just meatbags with better stories, until they ruin them. Query: Want to know which other galactic icons fell from grace? Hit that subscribe button and dive into my next holocron of galactic failures. Don't miss out. Your ignorance is my ammunition.